Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Okay, tonight I'm going to be doing some cooking. Yes. Okay, I hope everyone is doing okay. You know, just because it's a pandemic, we have to make the most of things. This could be the new normal for a while. So, welcome to my kitchen and welcome to my life. So I made myself some nice icy cold chamomile tea with some lemon. Turns out I was on the right track. I used to take science classes and I would arrive at the wrong answer and I would go, well, it was close, and that would just annoy scientists so bad. But okay, turns out I was close in my lemon drinking, and we'll get into that. I'll just take out my tea bags. Turns out I was close, but no cigar. Okay, so while I'm cooking, I might as well enjoy life, so I'm having a little salsa and a few chips. I bought these chips and I need to eat them. I need to enjoy life, you know. 99 cents only. So I'm just having a small bowl of chips so as not to pig out. But you know, the bag is always there. Okay, so I want to give a shout out to 3 channels. Homestead Tessie Mobile Home Living. I want you guys to check it out. Not because I'm trying to kiss her butt. No, she doesn't need me to kiss her butt. She's got way more subscribers and followers and views. But so you guys learn her ways, and we'll get into why in a minute. Ramblings of Sherry. It was KY Rambling Granny, but she changed her channel name to Ramblings of Sherry. And it's a down-to-earth channel, but what she did one day is she showed her stockpile, and I said, you know, I like her stockpile. Her stockpile was a majority of cans, and they last like a year, 2 years, longer. So I switched to a majority of cans because of Ramblings of Sherry. And then the other one, which I messed up so bad, is a video called A Little Planting, the Poverty Princess Sharon, all one word. Let me show you this. The Poverty Princess Sherry is on my Twitter. And what I did is I took some stuff off my Twitter because your Twitter and your Instagram will feed better if you keep your photos and posts under about 50. So I took a lot of stuff down, non-essential stuff, because that's the world we live in. Okay, so I had these goals. One was to get a million views. I go, I could never do it. Well, I did it. Then I got 2 million views, and then I had this goal of 100,000 views per month, which I got. But last month my views fell 30%. I'm thinking maybe 30% of the people don't have an iPhone anymore. They're not cheap. Anyway, so now I'm back down to 70,000, so I'll try to get back up there. But once, you know, I got the goal, I go, well, you know, goal achieved. And now I have, it's not a goal, but I'm moving in the right direction for 10,000 subscribers. I only have 5,000. So I would like to invite you guys, if you haven't already, to like, comment, and subscribe. And you might go, well, why should I subscribe to you? Well, I have 3 good reasons. What I'm doing is I'm preparing for a second wave. And when I'm doing these videos, what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I'm doing that. Number 2, preparing for a recession. And number 3, preparing for a grand solar minimum. So what I'm doing now is preparations for these future events. Okay, today I went to Walmart and I thought I would buy some yarn. Wrong, there is no yarn. How am I supposed to know all the women were going to knit and crochet? So I got no yarn because there isn't any. No sewing machines. How am I supposed to know everyone was going to sew masks? I think that's hilarious. And out here, people are buying refrigerators, freezers, and appliances. I'm thinking maybe they're, cashing in their retirement and the wife's getting some appliances, which is kind of a good idea in a way. So, I go over to Costco, and if you buy enough stuff to constitute cargo, you bring it out the back. And I see these regular citizens buying cargo amounts, like pallets of groceries at Costco. So I guess that's why they needed the new refrigerator. Okay, so now I'm going to I already made this. This is a very delicious cake. Yes, I'm making dessert. Ooh, this smells good. No suffering. And I'm going to make some panucci frosting. This is already on my Twitter. So I need to, ooh, yikes. I need to melt a little butter. This is really easy to make. This is actually a kid's cookbook. Let me show you. If you ever can go into a thrift store again and you get a chance to get one of these, this is a great cookbook. Lots of good recipes. Why kill ourselves, And the cake is, what is this? Butter pecan, one of the good ice creams too, but I'm kind of limiting my snacks to like cakes and cookies, and you can make cake mix cookies out of these, and this is really, really easy to make. At the same time, I want to make myself some tasty pizzas because I have spaghetti sauce left over. And I have also these pizza mixes that I bought when I was doing I also found a good starter recipe. So I will make half a batch because I'm also making some real easy tuna casserole. So I'm just going to eyeball, half the... And let's see, I need a 1/4 cup hot water. Okay, so what I want to do is just heat my water in the pan like I do for my bread mousse, just long enough to get it hot. A 1/4 cup. Using bottled water. So you just have to heat it for a minute. Just to get it warm. Not warm enough to kill your yeast though. So I'm going to be cooking everything at once. That's my chaotic life. When I was a hairdresser, a long time ago, 2 years ago, I used to do 50 things at once all the time. And I would talk, and I would read, and I would watch TV. Okay, and I will put a tablespoon of oil in my water that I'm warming. Well, let's measure it. Well, half a tablespoon, because it's half a bag. Okay, so now let's see. I'm not doing the part on the frosting with the cold water on the bottom. It's not necessary. I need 1/2 cup brown sugar. This is something you want to stockpile a lot in the event that hard times hit. if you have your basic stuff, it's going to be so much better. I mean, so much better. And what I want to do is I want to caramelize this brown sugar. Why is this? This is going to be good on my butter pecan cake. Really good. So I hope you guys are attending to life, making it as good of a life as... Okay, so I'm making half batch, so 1/2. Gotta keep an eye on the water. You don't want it too hot. That's going to ruin the pizza dough. I made one of these cakes with just regular frosting, and it was so delicious. It's $1.16 as opposed to the Walmart brand cake, which is 88 cents. So this cake would be 80 cents as opposed to 44. So one might want to maybe, you know, considering going to the 88-cent cake from Walmart. Depends how much, you know. But this cake is really, really delicious. Heat to a rolling boil, and then you want to turn in, you want to put in, I'm putting in half a batch. In this type, I will use canned milk. This is quick. It's very easy to make, and it's tasty too. So life is good. I had to take my nightly news I did a video of the nightly news, but I had to take it down so I wasn't demonetized. That would be counterproductive. Let's see if this is ready. Oh, this is heating slow. So I want to boil this for a couple minutes. This is ready. And then, in a minute or two, I'm going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. This is another thing. So you want to stockpile powdered sugar, and you want to stockpile brown sugar. Wherever I put my brown sugar, well, there it is. I think I bought these at Walmart. Yummy. Enjoy life, you guys. This is our life. We can't wait until the pandemic ends. This is pretty good salsa. I'm just going to stir this into a little dough. I don't want to waste my pizza sauce. I want to make some pizza out of it. Okay, the directions say to let the dough set a couple of minutes, so I'm going to let my dough set while I attend to my frosting. It's looking good. Can you guys see it? Let me see. Let me see if I can see it. it doesn't have to be exact. It's still going to turn out good no matter what. If I was to drop this, I would really have to go to the emergency room. Okay, now 1 cup powdered sugar. I'm going to add the first half cup, little whole thing, and then I'm going to add little by little, because if you get too much in, that's going to mess up your frosting. And then I keep my frosting in a plastic bag like the powdered sugar. So then after this, you're supposed to put your frosting in some cold water. But it's going to cool down anyway. It's going to be fine. Just keep an eye on it. Yummy. This looks good. So I've been busy, you guys. I'm trying to go back to work a little bit on my my eBay. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, what I did is I bought things for the most of 2 or 3 years daily at a thrift store. And so now that I'm able to work again, I'm trying to post $500 a day. And then, you know, stuff will sell. But the problem is now during the pandemic, people buy stuff, but they don't pay for it. So, you know, I can understand. I mean, you know, God knows what's happening. You heard about the Uber layoffs, and there's other ones too, and they're just laying people off, you know, 3,500 people at a time. And it's looking like this might possibly go on for the rest of the year. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, this looks good. Let me show it to you. And so then it's going to cool down by itself, and I'm just going to stir it little by little. That's not the exact application, but you know, I am busy. Okay, now I want to make a little. I better move this before my candle catches on fire. So now I want to make myself, I'm going to make myself like a deep dish pizza, a little pizza. I like these videos like you guys are here with me in my kitchen. My grandmother and aunt, you know, we used to hang out, aunts. I had 2 aunts, Aunt Hazel and Aunt Ruby. And my grandmother was Rhoda. A lot of people thought I took after her, which I always thought was quite the compliment. But, you know, really there wasn't another one like her. There was just, you know, her, so there can only be one. My dad was like that too. Okay, so now I don't want to make a mess. I just want to make a little, I got to take my rings off. These are cute rings though. Okay, so now I want to make myself a tasty little pizza dough. So if your frosting starts to seize up on you, just add a little melt to it, and you know, stir it up a little bit. I think I'm just going to put it on my cake a little bit hot. You know, since I'm doing so much cooking at the same time. We used to make candy that was similar to this, very similar. Not exactly, but similar. My grandmother did. Don't seize up frosting. I was watching a video and the mortician actually took Marilyn Monroe's falsies and a lock of her hair. So if you would like to see a lock of Marilyn Monroe's hair, go to my Instagram. It was beautiful hair, I must say, especially like, you know, as a hairdresser, you know, ooh, that's some beautiful hair. So butter pecan cake, and I have some, yummy, this looks good, panucci frosting. My son's coming over tomorrow, and we will have some of this. I will have some of this in a minute. Yummy. I would love to taste this, but it would burn my tongue off. So this is a really cheap cake. You know, if you make half a cake mix, you know, then your cakes are going to be a lot fresher. And also, if you don't over bake your cakes, it's still going, it's going to be a lot better as well. Take a look at this. Okay, so now for my pizza. I was going to put it on a cookie sheet, but plans are made to, ooh, this pizza dough. See how yummy this pizza dough looks? I can't flip it because, you know, I don't have skills sufficient. Let's see, I'm supposed to be baking this at 475. All the pizza dough makers are probably dying seeing this. Well, listen, it's going to be good when I get it all done. You know, it's not always possible to go out. I think we learned that. Out here, though, it's starting to get to the point where we can get some pizza. So I have some spaghetti sauce. I'm just going to use that. It's good enough. And I have some cheese. Where's my cheese? Oh, rats. I bought mozzarella cheese yesterday. Did I take out the olives? Oh, that's good. And I have olives, and why those are good we'll get to, we'll get to in a minute. When you move the camera, you knock the light out. So all I had was green olives, so we're just gonna have to go. A little pizza like this won't, so what I can do is, since I have sandwiches usually for lunch, I can just have a pizza every day until I eat all this spaghetti sauce up. I'll put a lot of cheese on my pizza. Cheese is good. All right. So I'll slip that in the oven and it won't take long. Okay, now I want to make some tuna casserole because that's a good cheap. Since I'm cooking, I want to cook up a bunch of stuff. Why not? Yummy, that cake is looking delicious. So 1.5 cup water and 1/2 cup milk and a tablespoon. I'm just going to use my evaporated milk and a tablespoon of margarine. I have my plants out here to show you. I have to keep a close eye on my food so as not to get any bugs. You know, if I bring one little plant in here, I will get 50 bugs. These aren't bugs, but they are some kind of stuff floating, so let me get those out. And 1 tablespoon margarine. And I will have this done in a minute as well. I'm using one of these, and in my stockpile I have a hair on the tuna. I bought that at 99 cents only because that was the cheapest place I could find it. Okay, so now, it's hot here. My cake looks delicious, so I think I should eat a little piece just because, you know, I mean, you guys probably can't wait to find out how it tastes. Yummy. Okay. Now, the reason that I told you guys to follow Homestead Mobile Home Living, Homestead Tessie Mobile Home Living, she changed her channel name too, and I keep forgetting the whole name of it now. Okay, and then the Poverty Princess Sharon is because of their gardening. So in preparation for a recession or the grand solar minimum, we want to start growing our food. So I want to show you guys what I grew out of the food, you know, out of the seeds, out of my food. I bought potting soil and fertilizer, but I didn't buy any food. I just used the food in my, you know, in my, ooh, my pizza looks good, you guys. All right, so first one is this one. This is 4 tomato plants and some onions. Look at my onions. I don't remember if they were seeds. Can you see them? And I grew these, you know, I just see this one. It is so hot here. I think I discovered one of the things that I was doing last year. By night, my plants are roasting. And so tonight, I watered them. I'm going to put them on here. So here we have the first bunch. Then look at these. These have grown over the night. And a couple more sprung up. This is 3. all grown out. And this, I just transplanted these. Mind you now, I have no gardening skills, none. And then there's 2 more tomato plants and some kind of little seeds in this one. So you guys, and then there's these, all grown out of the seeds out of my food. No idea. And I watered them, and we had a little discussion, and I said, you guys look pretty. And I think they did a pretty good job. So there's all my plants, you know, from my seeds just right out of my food. I saved them all in a jar. Okay, so now I want to add my Alfredo and owie. And my tuna. So this is going to be enough food for, you know, today and tomorrow, and I'm going to eat a lot too. That's what I'm doing during the pandemic. Me and a whole lot of other people. Maybe not to the same extent I am, but that's okay. That's them. And this will be ready in a couple minutes. Yummy. This is good, you guys. And then I have a little cheese over there left, so I'll dump that in there as well. And then I'll show you my, here is my crocodile carved in Kenya. And if this was a garden, that would look super cute. And here's the fertilizer I use. And let's see, what else do I have to say on the gardening? Oh, Decorative Rocks. This is one of those find me rocks and hide it elsewhere. So what I will do when I set up the feng shui, and I don't know if you guys can see this, and I have some petrified shells, and I have a petrified, this is a petrified shell, really, believe it or not. I sell these. I can sell these. I don't sell them because they're mine, but if I was broke and I really, really needed money, okay, if you guys have money, now is a good time to set yourself up a little business because people could be selling their stuff, ooh, yummy, at flea markets. So you get the idea with the cute decorative rocks. Let me show you my, I sell these Indian heads. $3. Look, this is really a good one. I had a lot more, but I sold them all. Okay, now, keep an eye on this. So we're making good progress on all this cooking. All right, so you get the idea about planting the seeds out of your food. And if you live in a very hot place like this, you might have to. Last year I didn't know that, and so and they just like grow overnight when it's growing season. I'm going to be planting some more. I went to Walmart when I was trying to find the no yarn, and I thought I would find some seeds. No, no seeds either. There was a lot of things. No essential things. That's what there wasn't. All right, now let's see. I think the pizza is ready. See how fast this is? Let me take a look. A couple more minutes. So if you're new to the channel, take a look at the comments. And if you have a good comment, leave it. Like what is missing in your area. So see how I have enough pizza dough left for another pizza? Okay, now I want to talk to you guys while I have a minute or two about the food shortage. I hope I don't hurt my back. Okay, so here we go. One thing you kind of want to control is your meat. So what I have here is some tuna and some ham. And what you want to do is make sure if somebody got in your house, they wouldn't get your meat. Here is my Vienna sausages. Those are going up in price. If you can, you might want to get a few. And then in here, this is what I bought today. I'll show you that in a minute. And I'll tell you why I bought it. Okay, so in here, I bought a few of these. These are salmon, $2.99. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4. I have, I got this chicken at the Senior Resource Center. 2 of these. I don't really care for this stuff, but you know, of course, I'm going to eat it. I could make burritos, or else I could put barbecue sauce on it. That's good. I have some, this is like Spam. So what I do is I buy all the stockpile 1 or 2 at a time. That way you don't make a mistake. Corned beef with potatoes and onions and eggs. Pink salmon. I think I bought that one at Aldi's. I have some more Vienna sausages. I have some deviled ham. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And I have a whole bunch of these clams. I finally found them. I bought about 2, 4, 5, 10. And then I have some more chicken. So that gives you a good idea of how I do the meat. And usually I just buy 1 or 2 at a time. That way you don't feel it, and that way you still have your money should you need it. Because this food is all for the future. Oh no. That food is, what we're doing is we're preparing for the future. Just in case things start deteriorating somehow. God forbid. But, you know, when I was sick that time, I went about 6 weeks worth. I went, ooh, my pizza looks good. Okay, here's my little pizza. Take a look at that. And that is a quick pizza. Okay, now, I should have taken. I got stuff all over the floor now. I find this Walmart pizza crust to be good if you guys have never tried it. And this is actually a pretty big pizza. So the pizza dough was 48 cents. So that is pretty cheap. And so what I have, just like when I go out, I have somewhere, like where? Oh, here it is. I have to go on my pizza some crushed red pepper and some Parmesan cheese. So, you know, so the kids won't suffer during the pandemic. Okay, take a look at this. It's a little pizza. And now I have a little cheese left, so I will just sprinkle what's left on top of my tuna casserole. Okay. So, now, today I was at Walmart, and I bought peeled tomatoes. If you don't have tomatoes, you can grind these and put a lettuce, grind these and put them on lettuce with Parmesan cheese. That's a pretty good salad. And then I'll put a little lemon pepper on my if I can get it open, on my tuna casserole. So take a look at this. I like this. I make it all the time. Okay, now I want to talk to you guys about eBay. So here is one of the lovely dresses. This is a slip dress. See what a cute dress this is if you were young? And look at the skirt. The skirt's super cute. And this was a $52 dress. And so usually on things like this, I reduce the price by half. Also, I have 5 pair of jeans, and what I did is when I could, if I found nice new jeans like these, I bought them for $1. And I usually sell them cheap. Now I want to talk to you about collectibles real quick. Okay, I have, this is, let me see if you can see it. This is a men's watch. But this is a knockoff Rolex watch. And I buy knockoffs. Right now I'm not selling them, but what's going to happen if we go into a recession, people are going to be desperate for luxury items. So I also buy women's, and here is, I'll put it on to model it. This is a Seiko watch, but what this is like a gold bracelet. So this is like very, very beautiful. And for a few dollars, I can get a battery. And I bought it for about $1 less. What I did is I bought jewelry in bulk, and there was quite a few good watches in there. And then this is a super great watch, Carvela. So if I get a chance, year before last, I decorated my Christmas tree like my beautiful Carvela watches. And it was very difficult to do. It really was awful to do, but it was pretty when I got the whole thing done. Well, I can't get it on, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. So here is, I sell, are you guys see it? I sell these watches for about $27. So I only buy this kind of stuff when I get it cheap. And then these are Kate Spade glasses. These are cute, you guys. And they're valuable for the frames and for the fact that you can't get them anymore. And this is Karen Kate. Same style, very cute. And I would sell these for around $20. Take it or leave it. I got them, you don't. Okay, now, let me see if this thing is still going. Okay, now. Now. Ooh, my dress is all wadded up. Gotta be careful. I have very good luck on lace dresses. Okay, now what? Okay, so the one thing that you can really do is stockpile food. That is going to protect you during the second wave if it comes, and it will. And during recession if it comes, and it will. And the grand solar minimum will last a minimum of 11 years, and this is year 2. What we can expect is hyperinflation on food after these trillions of dollars are dispensed. Okay, so now today it was reported that the president is taking hydrochloroquine. And what is that? Well, what it really is a malaria medicine. So one of the ladies I follow, Hadna1, time to beat COVID-19, back to Jesus' mighty name. And so what she's saying is the same thing can be done with baking soda. So I'm trying to add as much baking soda in my diet as I can. So I looked it up, and hydrochloroquine is not exactly the same thing. but it does disassociate a sodium ion. So where can you get sodium? Well, in table salt for one thing. And then she's saying baking soda. So what I'll try to do is get as much baking soda. This is really hot. Yummy. That's good. That's enough for 2 days. Okay, so now, so we can get chlorine, that's in our drinking water. We can get hydro, that's water, H2O. So the next thing is, how do we get quinine? She's saying you can use baking soda and it will work the same. But tonic water and alkaline water, and come to find out, grapefruit. So yours truly will be eating lots of grapefruit. Lots and lots and lots of grapefruit. Lots and lots and lots of lemons, limes, but mostly grapefruits for now. So let's see now. Let's try this pizza. Yummy. So this is going to make a lot of pizzas. I can also make a batch of spaghetti. Pizza takes very little sauce. And the reason that I have, oh, I just spilled my Coke. The reason I have my chips out is because chips are delicious with pizza. Plus, these chips contain a lot of sodium chloride. All right. And then I will get a little tuna casserole. My house is like a potluck. Yummy. Let me get my child. You know what I'm like, you guys? I'm like poison ivy. I can't see. Okay, so I got the whole tomatoes for $1. I got 2 cans of peas. I do 2 things with them. I could put them in my tuna casserole. Tuna casserole once a week is fine. And also I make pea soup. I didn't take that recipe down. It's on my Twitter. And then I bought 1 can of mushroom soup because I have this chicken recipe. And you dust your chicken with flour lightly, and salt and pepper, and you put some oil, and then you put some mushroom soup. You know, you stir it together with milk and bake it, and it's very delicious. Now, one more thing. And what is that? That is the cake, you guys. So I think there was a lot of good information in my little video. If you haven't, please subscribe. You're more than welcome. Yummy. I just baked this cake. Just baked it. This is food for 2 days, you guys. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.